Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So of course today for you guys I have city living because it's Tuesday and let's see. As you can probably tell, the apartment looks a bit different because Friday I redid the apartment. I forgot to do this room, so I'll do that. Um, Probably not right now though because I'm kind of like not in the mood. I didn't even realize that I forgot that, to be honest. I just did. Um, I'm gonna have him go to the bathroom and then go to sleep because this is his room now. I'm moving them back into their original bedroom. But Kendall is his. Yeah, okay. She also kind of needs to use the bathroom. So I'll have her go here. Oh, she's eating, so she'll be alright for a little while. She won't go right away. What is she doing? You need to eat. She needs to eat. Let's see. Spinach frittata. And why isn't he gonna take a shower? Take a shower now. Fine, go to bed. Okay, I was about to say, wait, can you not go to bed? Question mark. Why do people keep going into her room? Or was it just her? Okay. Where's Zara? Zara's there eating. What does she have to do for her work? She has to network with journalists, so I'll have her do that right now. In the computer office room. The office room. So I'll have her network with journalists and update social media status. And she has to reach charisma skill level 6, so I will have a mirror put in her room later too. But not right now, because technically she's okay without it. I don't think you should be drinking coffee. I think you need to eat. Especially because I think this coffee's spoiled. Let me do this. Your bed is in here technically now. And then we need to eat. Open. And Capri salad. Oh, I appreciate that, but no thanks. I was about to say, if she goes outside to put that down, that's so disrespectful. Like, I get it, your neighbors are jerks, but don't do that outside. Keep that in your own apartment. I keep, like, accidentally pressing the wrong thing, even though that's not what I do. Let's see. I don't have him. Is he independent? Dang it. Probably help. Akira. Because he's not doing anything right now. She's not here to clean that up. Let's see how the networking with journalists goes for now. Like, I know the first one was bad, but maybe this one won't be as bad. Okay. Why are they embarrassed? Oh. I get it. Jack's like, I'm not embarrassed. Oh no. I forgot that I had them do that. Like the same thing. Let's have her eat something real quick, right? And then go to bed. Even though it's 8 a.m. And then, oh, he's got to work in an hour, so he should technically go to sleep. He's got to work in like a few minutes. I think I may have him just stay home. Actually, wait, no, go to work. You're gonna be dog fucking tired when you get home. And they may even send you home early, but it's worth it. Jackson doesn't have a job. She's working 3 days. She's working 2 days. What is Jack sad about? Probably help from your mom. But your mom is right there. So she's still there, so like that should be good. You should be good. Okay. And then what is she doing? Oh, she's eating. That's what she's doing. Okay. I'm gonna check on something. Alright. I was just checking something on my phone real quick. Also, yeah, I was checking to make sure that it was turned off. Or that, like, my sound was turned off, you know what I mean? Like, my rant. I was checking to make sure that was turned off. Because I didn't want it to be turned on and then have, like, my phone, like, bing when I'm trying to record. Because that would be very not good. Just not good at all. Okay. Okay, so I don't know, like, you guys' like stance on feminism or anything, but I thought this was something to bring up because, like, I just thought I'd bring it up because it happened earlier, like this thing. Okay, so I was playing, like, I was playing Minecraft with my friends, And there was this person on the server that we play on that was like, I don't know why they brought this up. First of all, that's what I was confused about. It was like why they just brought up feminism all of a sudden. And I was like all of a sudden they were like, feminism is stupid. It's just women wanting to have more power than men. And I was like, boy, no, it's not. Now, old time feminism may have been about like, oh, well, men are lesser than women and women should be higher up than men. But no, modern feminism is basically women want as like equal rights to men because women don't get paid enough, like they don't get paid equal amount for the same jobs as men do, and they still don't have rights. And well, they still have like lesser right, like they have lesser rights, and they get judged a lot, and there's also assumptions made about them. And I think it's not just men that make assumptions. I think women make assumptions too. Like, excuse my language, but the other day, some like fuckboy, if you will, texted me and was like, "Hey, you got a boyfriend?" And it's like those kind of assumptions. It's like, oh well, men, like not all men, of course, but most like guys that are in the fuckboy category will assume that a woman's supposed to have a boyfriend instead of maybe a girlfriend or maybe nobody, maybe being single or being asexual, which is um, people that are asexual and homosexual and bisexual are always like people don't assume that. They just assume like, and I think it's probably with fuck girls too. I think that's a thing as well. I know fuck girls is a thing. I just never really used the term to describe that, like that type of person before. You know what I mean? And fuck girls will also assume, hey, you got a girlfriend to a guy, and I think that's one of those things that needs to stop too. And I don't necessarily say that that's feminism, but maybe that's like a branch of it, or maybe a part of it. Like maybe it is feminism, maybe it's not. I know on the female side it's feminism, like, or maybe not. I don't really know. It's like I think it's all kind of tied together in a way. Like not maybe not directly, but indirectly it's all tied together. Like without meaning to be, I think. I mean, I'm a feminist, but that's because I think that women should have equal rights to men. I'm not saying women are better than men in any way. I'm not saying that. And I'm also not saying that men are better than women, because they're not. And I'm also not saying that women are better. Okay? I'm not saying that anybody's better than anybody. We all should be equal. We are equal, we just don't have equal rights. Or not equal rights, but like equal freedoms. You know what I mean? Because like it's not a right to get paid. Like it's not like okay. Mainly my thing is that like we should all have like equal payment for the exact same jobs, and that's like my extent of like where my feminism goes. Like I think that women and men should be paid equally for the exact same jobs, because like what if, okay, say you have a female teacher and a male teacher, and the female teacher gets paid less than the male teacher. Why is that? Is it because she's a woman? I don't necessarily know. And say they're like both like history teachers and they work at the same school, but the male teacher still gets paid more than the female teacher. Why is that? I have no idea. I think it's necessarily because we don't have equal, I wouldn't say rights. I think because rights is something you're born with, and basically that's like the right to vote and the right to free speech and the right to practice whatever religion you want. Those are rights. Getting paid, I think, would probably be like equal payment would be like, I think, I don't know if I'd say a freedom, but I say like, I think I'd say a freedom. And so by saying that women don't deserve this freedom, you're saying that they don't deserve this thing that, you get. Like if you're a man and you get paid a certain amount for your job, but there's a woman doing the exact same job as you, and she's not getting the exact same amount, are you saying that she should have less freedom than you because she's a woman? That's like That's what I mean when I'm talking about feminism. And this person that we were like, this person that was like chatting to us was like, feminism's stupid. Women shouldn't be better than men. Men are better than women. Blah blah blah. And they were just going on and on, ignorantly, of course, because like I said, I don't necessarily believe that people like there's no better people than other like there's nobody's better than anybody. Like and if you as a person necessarily believe that your gender is better than the other gender or another gender, because there are different like gender specific things, like if you're a hermaphrodite and you think hermaphrodites are better, well, that's your opinion. A lot of people may not agree with you, but that's your opinion, and I can't tell you that your opinion isn't right, because opinions can't necessarily be right or wrong. Because that's why they're called opinions, because they're not factual. You know, like you can give evidence to say why your opinion, like, should be someone else's opinion, but it's not factual. There's no fact behind it. There's no, like, it's not a fact. Like, a fact would be that Donald Trump is president. That is a fact. An opinion would be that I dislike Donald Trump. That's an opinion. It also may be a fact that I dislike Donald Trump, but not a fact that everyone dislikes Donald Trump. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I mean. Like, and if you don't understand, like, that's fine. Like, I could totally go into a discussion about it. Like, I could give speeches about it. But honestly, I don't think I need to, because I think a lot of people get what I'm, like, I don't know. A lot of people could get what I'm trying to say, and a lot of people could, like, not get what I'm trying to say. Like, hold on. Like, and I understand if you're, like, not a feminist. Like, you don't have to be a feminist to believe that people could get equal rights. Like, I mean, mainly, in history, women have been treated worse than men because they're women. They've been treated like property and like, they were like slaves sort of, but not necessarily, because slaves were like different, you know. But women were treated like property. They were like, and that's one of the things that's ended in a long, long time that we've like been. I wouldn't say civilized, but semi-civilized. Like in the time we've been like who we are as a country, and as like not even just a country, but as an entire populace of the world. I'd say that we've grown from thinking that women are property to thinking that they're actual human beings. But I think what we need to do is take the next step and say that everyone is equal. Because you have the people like the hermaphrodites, and you have the people that like the transgenders, and the people and the sexual identities, and the non-binaries, and let's go into the sexualities. You have the homosexuals, and you have the lesbians. Those are like sort of like mixed together. And then you have the bisexuals, and you have the pansexuals, and you have the asexuals, and you have all these other specifics like asexual homoromantic, or bisexual homoromantic, or all these other combinations that you can come up with. And all these people, they just want the exact same thing. They all want to be equal. I necessarily think that feminism should spread out, not just to females, but to all these other people. Like, all the homosexuals, the gay males, I think that I've met a lot of females who are feminist, and I've also met some males that are feminist, which isn't very common considering. And in today's society, that should definitely, like, like, men should be, like, I don't necessarily think that men should be feminist. I think that I have a few friends that are feminists, like male friends that are feminist. And they say that like, I know I was talking to one of my male friends earlier who declared he's a feminist, and he was saying how women have had a hard in history with being treated as property and being treated not equal to men. And he said that it must have been hard, and he doesn't himself know the struggles women have, because even in today's society, women have struggles because there are people who have body issues. And I'm not saying that men don't have these same issues, but women have issues like body image issues. And I think women, they get like some of them, I think women after they give birth, some can get postpartum depression, which is like basically when after they have the baby, they miss having the baby inside of them and they get depressed. That's also another thing of depression. Depression is something women get too. I'm not saying men don't get depressed, because I've known men to get depressed, have depression. And there's lots of other things that women go through, like pregnancies and periods and all these other things. And I'm not saying men don't have similar issues. I mean, I'm not saying men go through pregnancies, because they don't, and they will never get it. Um, and men don't have periods, they don't bleed, and they don't have the cramps, and they don't do all these other things. And all these things that men don't experience, but somehow some of them think that they're better than women. But that's not the case. We should all just be equal, and I don't understand why we can't be equal. And I'd like to apologize for turning this video into a rant, but I just think that someone needs to hear my opinion, and even if only one person watches this video, at least one person will be educated in my opinion. And you may not even agree with my opinion, one person that watches this video, but at least you know my opinion now. Like, I mean, and I'm not trying to say, oh, you should be a feminist because it's, like, the better thing to do. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you educate yourself more and you get out there and you learn these things, then maybe you won't be ignorant. I don't know. And if you ever come into a conversation, if you are a feminist, or even if you're not a feminist and you come into a conversation, if you're not a feminist and you come into a conversation with a person who is a feminist, or if you're a feminist and you come into a conversation with someone who is not a feminist and is anti-feminist, then you can argue your points clearly. You can state the facts and the evidence and the opinions and all that other stuff. And you can say, hey, look at this, look at these, evidence right here, evidence right here, evidence right here, and maybe you can change someone's mind. I'm not saying that this person's opinion is wrong. I personally didn't even know what feminism was a while ago. Like, this was maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years ago. I didn't know what feminism was. I was not a feminist at that point, but I am clearly a feminist now. I do believe that women should have equal rights to men, and I do not believe that feminism in modern society is something that where women should be higher equal to men. Because I was talking about this to my grandmother earlier to take a survey of the people in my house. And my grandmother said that she was definitely not a feminist because she did not think that women were better than men. And I told her and I showed her the definition of feminism today's definition. And today's definition is like the advocacy of women's rights, because something like that, you know what I mean? And that's what feminists are, is they advocate female rights, you know? But, yeah, I'd like to apologize for making this video a rant video. And, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe, because I put out new videos all the time. My schedule isn't my about me. And, yeah, that's all I have for today. So, thank you guys. I hope you had a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see y'all later. Alright, bye, everyone.